Hey, it's Jim O'Brien. You are in the garage, actually out of the garage, taking a test drive. The 2017 Honda Ridgeline. It's a city truck. And I gotta admit, I talked to somebody who changed my mind on it. His name's Edward Lowe. He's the editor-in-chief of Motor Trend magazine. The most recent podcast, you'll hear our conversation talking about, well, we talked about the car and truck and SUV of the year, but one of the things we discussed were city trucks. And I've always had this quote that should definitely be on a coffee mug. What's the point of having a truck if I have to borrow somebody's truck to haul stuff? And that's my little shot at small trucks. But he brought up a great point. We've always had small trucks. I mean, Ford Couriers and Chevy Loves and Toyotas and Hondas. I mean, we've always had small trucks in various forms and sizes. And I started thinking about it. I've got an old full-size F-150 at home. How often do I really fill up the bed? It's not like I'm picking up drywall every week or I'm out getting myself particle board to haul everywhere. It's not true. I mean, once or twice a year, I'll probably throw a couple of yards of mulch in it for the landscaping, but that's about it. So I started thinking about a city truck differently. And when you drive the Ridgeline, I get it, and I really like it. Here's a couple things to touch on. First of all, it drives like a car. And I mean that in a good way. It handles like a car. Does not drive like a truck at all. Seats 4 people comfortably. Plenty of horsepower. You'll see all the stats here, horsepower and torque. One thing I would say, though, is it has plenty of power, but the gear shifting feels a little weird sometimes, especially when you go to punch it. I was getting on Interstate 75 here in Detroit, and it seemed to want to do this a little bit. It was kind of pulling you forward a little bit. If you're going to make it a city truck, it should probably be a little bit smoother between the gears. Excuse me. All-wheel drive is fantastic. You can see right here, you can hit one button and you can change all the different modes, where dirt, mud, snow, whatever it is. And I've driven it on dirt roads a couple times this week, and it's reacted really, really, really well. Does not step out like some of the pickup trucks that you'll see. You get that little dancing effect at the end of it. 4 people comfortably, the nav system, everything works fine. I would say to Honda, maybe it's me, but the blue with the black backdrop, it looks dated for your entertainment system. The nav system's in color. The whole thing should be in color. And for God's sakes, would you put up album art, please? It's available. You can get it. I don't know why it's not on there. The key to the Ridgeline is the bed. The bed of this truck is just really cool. I mean, look at some of the features here. The tailgate, you can swing it both ways, if you like to swing both ways, baby. That was creepy, sorry. The cooler, this part, you can open up this cooler. I don't remember how many quarts it is. We'll put a stat right here. You can put so much stuff in this. And I know Honda, they market it, for tailgate parties and stuff, and they should. There's so many different things you can do with this. Imagine a place to lock your tools, your supplies. If you're going on business trips somewhere, maybe you put your computer, things like that. You're going to the gym, you can throw it in the back there. All sorts of stuff. It's really neat. You got a soccer team, a baseball team, a football team. You have the drinks, the whatever it is. And even the partitions. Very cool Honda. Fantastic job with that. You've also got a 110 outlet in the side. You've got a sound system that actually plays through the walls of the bed of the truck. It sounds okay. Maybe it's the radio guy in me, but I think if you're going to offer that feature, it should sound pretty good. We've all become kind of audiophiles these days, if you know what I mean. So, Edward Lowe, you changed my mind. I believe in city trucks. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Green Acres, Google it. Anyway, check out the Honda Ridgeline. It's really impressed me in its versatility, its functionality, the mileage. You get 21, 22 to the gallon. Nothing wrong with that with an all-wheel drive vehicle. It'll tow 3,000 pounds, but that's not really what you're buying it for. Camping and stuff like that? Absolutely. You got plenty of room in the back. If you're a tent camper, this thing is awesome. If you're just a get-around-town person that occasionally needs to put a little more storage in the back, this thing is awesome. Bottom line, this thing is awesome. Check out all my reviews, Wcsx.com. You can click on the garage page. You can also follow the podcast, Wcsx.com here in Detroit or anywhere on the web. Go to iTunes as well, and you can subscribe. ITG WCSX, in the garage, WCSX. Hit me up on Twitter, too, at JimInTheD. Have a great day. I'm going to go see if that tailgate swings both ways.